Okay. I make this might be this. Huh? What's key? Australia? Oh. Australia will win. The Australia will win. Only it did today. Again, along with. Again, along with.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, This time, it will be your turn. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Turkey.
I know.
Well, that was special. Now stand by for this.
I know.
Australia have chosen to line up 5-4-1 here, it seems.
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accommodate that, and I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response, and it's not going to be all defence.
It's the big nets. Let's forget. Okay. Let's see.
Well, we're on the way. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Irankunda. Foot in. And it's been taken short. Turkey have the chance to go the other way. Oh, good-looking ball. Gul receives it in a good position here. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, they say that there's been a bit of a renaissance, Peter, at the number 10 position, and this guy, Çalhanoğlu, is one of the players who has really shone in recent times. He's not the quickest, but both his delivery and his distribution are consistently excellent, and once he starts finding spaces about 5 to 10 yards outside the box, he can be a real handful for any opposition.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Aimed beyond the defence. Arda Güler. And that's been intercepted. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Volpato.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And he's forced to go back.
Australia really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Now the delivery. Yilmaz getting this one clear. Gul. Now it's Goulet. Oh, some astute defending there. Yilmaz. And it's Yüksek. And Soyuncu. Yilmaz. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Irankunda. That's the throw. And back to the keeper. Soyuncu. And Yilmaz. And it's Yüksek. Kadiolu. And it's Arda Güler. And he's gone searching crossfield. Crosses it in. Tries to get it clear. For Pato. Suta. Irankunda. It's a promising position. Güler. Çalhanoğlu. Over to the other side. That's going wide left. And he's picked it up out wide. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Can he latch on to this? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yüksek is there and he can get that clear. Tries to play it through. Irankunda's cross. Yilmaz getting this one clear. He's found some space. Oh, good climb! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Yilmaz. Kukçu. And Yilmaz. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's a sharp little ball here. Yüksek. And it's Arda Güler. Kadiolu. Threads one in. And for the first half, that is that. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
I think they could be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
We're on the move again. So neither side has yet broken through. Oh, nicely intercepted. For Pato. Nicely aimed pass. Passing is crisp and sharp. Short changes him with that pass. Kukcu. Goulart is onto this.
There they go, hunting again.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Kajolu. Erankunda. Kukcu. And it's Adit for Chalhanoglu. Kajolu. And it's Kukcu. This looks promising. Adit. And here's Aktakolu. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Goalless still. Neither side really getting onto the front foot. Turns back here, probably the best option. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Chalhanoglu being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
The attendance for this match was 29,514.
Here's Kukcu. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
Kukcu. And it's Chalhanoglu. Yilmaz. That is good strength. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Suta. Kukcu. Gul. Played out wide. Out towards the flank. Kukcu's cross. And he's taking no chances there. He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Volpato. Oh, easy pickings there.
Australia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And it's Kadiolu. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he can thump it away. Knocks it into space. Can he get onto this? Punched away. Cleared away. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Substitution for Australia. Number 20, number 17, number 16. Coming on the field, number 4, number 7, number 22.
Yuksek. Oh, good spread. And he decides to cross it.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Turkey are still in search of that breakthrough goal. Kachu! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
It's a really well-measured ball. Space for him to turn and look. And he's certainly onside here. Shakir claims it. Safe
added
hands.
time.
Will somebody who can whip in a decent cross please make himself known to this team? It can't be that hard, can it?
And that's it. Turkey can only draw, and that seals their fate. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Turkey never looked like they were going to do this for me, Peter. I was never really convinced with the game plan. Either that or they just didn't carry it out very well. The disappointment is there for everyone to see.
And just a quick reminder today to please drink responsibly. Anyone appearing intoxicated or behaving in an inappropriate manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Goal. It's a pretty loose pass. He's found a way through. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
He's found a way through. Volpato, played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Yuksek. And it's Arda Güler. And he's had it nicked away. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still...
He leaps for it! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Güler. It's run loose here. And Soyuncu moved on forwards. No, that's been intercepted. So we're still where we started right now. Erankunda, he's picked his way through. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Australia really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Çalhanoğlu. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get it through? And the keeper's got it again. Tries from a long way out. And And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Woola! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Threads one in. That looks a good ball through. Demiral with a fine tackle. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Back to Kolu, and he's been shifted off it. Kukchu. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Irankunda. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Irankunda in acres of space out wide. Irankunda. Played out towards the right wing.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Well, there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Passing is crisp and sharp. Just eases him off the ball. That's a cute ball. Well, that pass isn't the best. 5 minutes till the break. Volpato. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Arda Güler. Kajolu. Well, there's the clearance. And it's a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. Tries one from range. Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. So, a fascinating half, full of talking points, not least that last very, very late one. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So it's simmered along nicely for 45 minutes, but still no goals. It is 0-0 at half-time.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
And we get things going again. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Oh, no joy this time. Suta looking to pass their way up the pitch. Stood up well to him there. Goulet tries to pass it through. Suter kept his eye on it, and he's there. That pass has been well intercepted. Atukulu! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That's put paid to the danger. Volpato. That's a shade optimistic. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Tries to play it through. Shakir kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Gul. Yüksek. He's in a great position here. He's beaten the last man. Good ball, good take.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The attendance for this match was 29,950.
Irankunda's cross. And he can clear it away. That's good play. Irankunda's cross. And one more try! It's in! They've done it! Finally, they've broken through. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Number 20.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. Turkey really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Turkey are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Gul. And he was quick to react. This is a promising build-up. Out towards the flank. That is ended up in no man's land. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Now there's a fine ball. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Australia surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Yüksek. He's had it taken off him. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's the throw. So here comes a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Number 20. Coming on the field.
And that's another
number
throw.
9, number 4.
Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
And that is masterful defending. Not the most accurate pass. And he's there to get it away. Australia have reclaimed it. This looks promising. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. Australia nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for them.
There's the shot! And he hits the net! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
It's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Australia have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Australia clearly now in lead preservation mode.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, they could be caught out here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And that is not getting there. And that is as far as it goes. Defeated, dejected, deflated. The ultimate disappointment. Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Turkey. Well, that was special. Now stand by for this. And it does appear that they are lining up, Jim, in a 5-4-1 formation.
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accommodate that. And I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response, and it's not going to be all defence.
And that gets things running. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Volpato. Well, that looks a decent... Goes for a shot! Goal! The ideal start!
And it looks like we're going to get the entertainment we were all hoping for. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Çalhanoğlu. Well, that has not gone well. Aims beyond the defence. Volpato. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Aktakolu, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Goulart will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Volpato. Kadiolu does well to get it back, and it's Kukçu. Volpato. Takes a shot! Fantastic from Çalhanoğlu! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Quarter of an hour played. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Kukçu. And it's Yüksek. And he's had it nicked away. And it's made its way to him. He's in a great position here. Space for him to turn and look. Good ball, good take. Aktakolu. Oh, this looks sharp. Çalhanoğlu. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in. Kukçu. Goulart. Volpato.
That's good pressing, it's really squeezing everything.
Çalhanoğlu. And it's Kukçu. No, that's been intercepted. Suta. Volpato. Volpato. There they go, hunting in packs. Goulart did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And that has left him in a heap. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked out the run. He's having a shot! And a neat finish. Into the lead once more.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Minutes is number 26.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Suta. That is ended up in no man's land. Turkey are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. And no, that was never going to make it. It's not an especially good pass, that. Turns back here, probably the best option. And he's got away from him. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Çalhanoğlu ready to try one.
Yeah, and I think it's a lesson to be learned in not conceding free kicks in this area.
Çalhanoğlu! Decent hit from there. Suta. Volpato. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep, and he's having a hit! He has hit that forcefully.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
It's a pretty loose pass.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? That's a shade optimistic. That's really well cleared. Taken back almost at once. So, a temporary halt to the action. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
And just a quick reminder today to
Neither
please
side
drink
holding back
responsibly.
here. It
Anyone
has
appearing
been quite a
intoxicated or
half, this.
behaving in an
Well, it's a
inappropriate
lead
manner will
that's
be
by no
removed.
means
Thank you very much for
convincing.
your
The
cooperation.
manager can't
Everyone,
go
please
too
welcome
easy
our
on his players
players.
here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. That gets us going once more.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
In with the challenge. Looking for options for movement. Good running, strong and purposeful. Adit. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
That's a throw. Ah, good steal, he just read it. For Pato. Not the most convincing of passes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's under a lot of pressure there. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? And it's Adit. Yüksek. For Çalhanoğlu, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Erankunda. Passing is crisp and sharp.
The attendance for this match
That's a
was
throw.
29,950.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Well, that pass isn't the best. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Played into space. In comes the corner. Little doubt who they'll be aiming at here.
Well, he is someone you can count on to get his head to it, one way or another, Peter.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Struck first time. No, not quite.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Erankunda making good progress. Knocks it into space. Now there's a fine ball. Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic.
Oh, what a mistake! And the finish! And for a moment, time stood still.
Substitution for Australia. Number 16.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Field is number 22.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Aktokolu does really well to win the ball there. He's a sharp little ball here. And he shoots! And he has his goal! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
The goal scorer for Turkey
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Australia making further changes here and in quick succession.
Substitution for Australia. Number 20.
Quite a game this,
Number
all
15.
square again.
Coming
There's
on
a
the
genuine
field,
sense of tit
number
for tat
4.
here, Peter. Neither
Number
side
10.
seems willing to back off here. This is a terrific watch.
He has found the way through. Goulet. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. Goul was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's gone out for a throw-in. He's got away. And that was asking for too much.
Australia really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
He's real chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Oh, looky, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Who saw this coming? This is going right to the wire.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Irankunda. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Hrustic. That's destined for the flank. He's shifting through the gears here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
There will be
Added
3
time going
minutes
up
added
here.
time.
It's 3 minutes. He's had a shot! Goulet. Searching pass he's played there. Irankunda. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, that's a key interception. And we're done. Turkey can only draw, and that seals their fate. How would you sum up what... A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. Well, we're on the way. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Space for him to turn and look. And that's a good ball. Nice interception, well timed. Nuno Mendes plays it forward. And he's had it nicked away. Vitinha has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, he's something of a pass master, Peter, and his manager will want him on the ball as often as possible because there are a few who are better at finding a gap and threading a pass through it. If the strikers are able to get on the end of them, then we could be seeing a few goals.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Spread it left. Rafael Leao aims beyond the defence. And it's made its way to him. Over to the right flank. And the pass is intercepted. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And this is Bakambu. Wisa. That's an imaginative pass.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Kalulu. Mbemba. Well, that has not gone well. Lukau. For Masuaku. Lukau. Oh, that was vital. And Wisa! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Wisa is offering a wry smile there.
He's rising! It's there! And there is your opener. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Democratic Republic of Congo have taken the lead.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Oh, easy pickings there. Kayembe.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mbemba can clear it away. And that's another throw. Vitinha. That's rather hopeful. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Gonzalo Ramos. Oh, important interception. Lukau. Wisa. Good running, strong and purposeful. That has been cut short. Vitinha. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nicely weighted ball. Masuaku. Looking for the run. Now it's Bakambu. He's found a way through. He's having a shot! And that has put paid to that. Bruno Fernandes.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Kalulu. Mbemba. Kalulu. Bakambu. And he stands tall, impenetrable. "40 minutes gone. Half-time closing in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bakambu. Bakambu. And this is Bakambu. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Pinches it off him. The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Oh, great feat, that.
It's a really well-measured ball. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Nuno Mendes. And for the first half, that is that. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Portugal finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing It just hasn't gelled.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Diogo Costa breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. That is a brilliant interception. Shoots! And that's a tiny finish! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Democratic Republic of Congo are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now with 2 up.
Bruno Fernandes. Rafael Leao! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Masuaku. Kayembe. That is good alertness. Nuno Mendes. Diogo Costa. Mbemba. Masuaku. Kalulu. Twanzebe. And it's Mbemba. Masuaku looking to add to his goal. Kalulu. That's a good run down the left. He has found a way through. Bakambu proves just a little bit too strong. Vitinha to Bruno Fernandes. And it's Ruben Neves. Rafael Leao, and it's Mendes. Nuno Mendes with the cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Masuaku. Twanzebe. Masuaku. Mendes does well to get it back. Can he get it through? Nuno Mendes. Oh, it's played into the area. And it's claimed by the keeper. Ruben Neves. Ruben Dias. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Passing is crisp and sharp. This looks promising. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Kalulu. Lukau. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Mendes. Rafael Leao. And he's quick to get rid. Democratic Republic of Congo choosing to make the first change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Mbemba attempts a clearance. Rafael Leao. Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Could be danger here. He's got away. And he shoots! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Risa clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3 up.
And it's Vitinha. Ronaldo picks it up out wide. He'll try from distance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Nuno Mendes. Here's Rafael Leao. That pass has been well intercepted. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Democratic Republic of Congo ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. He's going for goal! Off the post! Lukau. And that will be the final act. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve.
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly.
Everyone, please welcome to the field.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Turkey. Now that was impressive. And it does appear that they are lining up, Jim, in a 5-4-1 formation.
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we truly are looking at an approach that is quite negative. But at least there is good scope to turn a seemingly deep-line defence into a more dangerous attacking outfit. This system will allow plenty of attacking numbers without necessarily compromising on that discipline.
So it's away we go then. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Can he get it through? Volpato. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I think a lot's going to depend on how much of a creative role this fella Arda Güler can play here, Peter. He's never one to shy away from getting on the ball. He has wonderful courage, and he's the go-to guy in this team. And it's always lovely when you're in a team and you know somebody is always looking to get on the ball. So his availability will be key.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Look at the space here! Oh, cracking ball.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Both sides exercising caution for now. Aktokolu getting forward. It's a promising position. Foot in. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Kadiolu spots it and intercepts. Güler. Yüksek. He's had it taken off him. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. Goulet and Soyuncu. Goulet. Australia are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Gul to Aktukolu. Kukcu. Nicely spread. Irankunda promptly onto that, and that is that. Pass is just off target. And it's been given away. And he goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Yilmaz. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Yüksek. And he's intervened well there. And it's Kukcu. Gul receives it in a good position here. And he's forced to go back. 15 minutes till half-time. Looking for the run. Volpato. Kukcu. Gul. And he was quick to react. Played out to the left flank. And he's picked it up out wide. Tries to pass it through. Now the ball in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Yilmaz. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. That's a throw. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Demiral. Kadiolu. And Yilmaz. 5 minutes till the break. Now it's Çalhanoğlu. Oh, good read. Suta. He's in a great position here. Volpato. Out towards the flank. That is lovely. Yüksek. And for the first half, that is that. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period,
And a
perhaps.
quick announcement today that memorabilia
Any strong
from
opinions on the
today's
first
match
half?
is now on
Well,
sale
simply
in the
put,
Stadium
Peter,
Hall.
they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second
Everyone,
half
please
and
welcome
a lot
our
more
players.
intent.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So, right back into the action.
Turkey really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that, it's very confusing.
Another chance from a corner. They've played it short. Crosses it in. There's the header. No, he didn't quite meet it right. Aktukolu. Yüksek. Goulet. And it's Kadiolu. And it's Arda Goulet. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Goulet. And Demiral. Yilmaz. And here's Kutchu. Distributed tidily. Yilmaz. Çalhanoğlu. And he lines up a cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's a super give and go. Plays it across. Kadiolu getting this one clear. Çalhanoğlu. Played out wide. Demiral clears it away. Güler is being harried and hassled.
Well, he's a source of potential trouble, so tight marking just has to be done.
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Shifted it to the flank. Lovely feet. Quick look, then plays it in. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, there's going to be a significant change of approach, I think. They really are shaking up their attack now.
Number 26. Coming on to replace him is number 9.
Demiral. And it's Kadiolu. And Güler. It's a really well-measured ball. Gul. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Goes looking wide. Suta. Played out towards the right wing. And he welcomes in shapes to shoot! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Substitution for Australia, number 20.
Australia making
number
further
17,
changes here, and
number
in quick
16,
succession.
Coming on
Here's
the
the
field,
header!
number 4.
Decent attempt,
number
but
11,
not quite good enough.
Number 22.
Australia have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Good read, needed to be.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Spread it left. Turkey are repeatedly frustrated here in the face of this rearguard. Time is getting away from them. Now, can they get him away? Corner given. Has earned a reprieve for the time being. Soyuncu getting this one clear. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Has been indicated.
He's in plenty of space here. That's good play.
Look, there has to...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. It is the end of the road. The result simply not good enough. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Turkey never looked like they were going to do this for me, Peter. I was never really convinced with the game plan. Either that or they just didn't carry it out very well. The disappointment is there for everyone to see.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop
Hello,
as
everybody,
both
and
sides
welcome
look to
to
clear the
today's
first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes?
Everyone, please welcome
Well,
to
it
the
looks
field
like a big
our
game,
players.
sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Turkey. A truly great anthem. Now, can they do better?
Well, look, it's going to be a very hard job to make sure that the lone man up front doesn't get isolated.
Well, that is the obvious worry, isn't it?
Yeah, usually managers play a compact midfield when trying not to give away space, but it gives you little scope when trying to create and exploit space yourself.
So emphasis very much on defence.
Absolutely.
There's the whistle. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Passing is crisp and sharp. Back towards the middle. It's a pretty loose pass. Kajolu. Sönchu. Ball played for Kökçü. Gul. And he's forced to go back. Played back into the centre. Spread to the right. And the return pass. Irankunda. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, that's nice. Chance to deliver. And that should get the job done. Opts to play it back. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Sönchu. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Çalhanoğlu. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Arda Güler. And it's Kökçü. Good ball, good take.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Aimed beyond the defence. And the through ball. Caught offside that time. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Volpato. Picked out brilliantly. Space for him to turn and look. Elects to cross. Oh, important interception. Demiral. Yilmaz, pass somewhat off target. Kukçu. For Çalhanoğlu. Akçakolu. And Güler. And it's Çalhanoğlu.
Australia really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, good spread. And he's intervened well there. Çalhanoğlu. Gul. Kukçu. Volpato. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, lovely feed, he is such... There's the shot!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Volpato. Tries to pass it through. Now this could be a chance. And it's Kukçu. Great chance! Suta clears. Güler. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And he's there to belt it away. Knocks it out wide. That's it, 45 minutes up. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Hello everybody.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances, now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And we get things going again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
He'll try from distance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Sönçü. And Yilmaz. Güler. Gul. Tries to play it through. And he's straight offside. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Yuksek. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, that is one way to stop him. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Kajolu. And here's Aktakolu. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
I think both teams can help themselves massively with better movement up front, Peter. There's just not enough happening at the moment. And essentially, their job is to find space, and that needs to start happening.
Now there's a fine ball. Crosses it in. Oh, there's the clearance. Australia have got it back and they'll have another go. Nicely weighted ball. Very nicely done.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Goal. And they can counter here. Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's a goal kick. So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Coming on the field is number 9.
He's in a great position here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes.
Substitution for Australia. Number 20. Number 15. Coming on the field. Number 4. Number 22.
Demiral. Yuksek. He's on it. Can he get away? And it's Yuksek. That's going wide left. Can he get on the end of this?
Turkey clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Suter. Tidy with his distribution. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away? Goulet. Turkey are still in search of that breakthrough goal. And Yilmaz. Into the last 5 minutes. Shakir breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Kadiolu does really well to win the ball there.
Aktakolu. Kukcu.
And it's Çalhanoğlu, not the most accurate pass. And that's that. It is the end of the road. The result simply not good enough. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think what makes this particularly painful, at least for me, is that the team knew exactly what they had to do, but just looked like they were never going to achieve it. The whole approach seemed wrong from the start, and it's a game to forget.
And if you do have a chance today, please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.